Hi, welcome to Lachlan Likes a Thing, a show where I take a thing and see whether or not I like it. Now, the thing we're going to be looking at this video is the Sony XB800 headphones. Now, the Sony XB800, also known as the XB900, is part of Sony's Xtra bass line of headphones. I'm not a huge fan of massive amounts of bass in my headphones. I do like my bass, but there are obviously limits. But every now and then I like to get something just to see, as a collector, what's the most amount of bass that anyone can pack into any single headphone. With the Sony XB800, you get an industrial design that can only really be described as chunky. You get chunky black ear cups, chunky black headband, chunky black ear pads. Everything about this says chunky. Okay? The headband mechanism is relatively simple, just folds in and out. Like that. The entire headphone also folds up into a nice little compact shape, which is really cool. And you get these very soft ear pads that depress quite a bit far in. So your ears will actually just sink right into these, and supposedly this helps to create a stronger acoustic seal, you get better isolation, and much stronger bass, as you can imagine. You get a flat table, doesn't tangle quite very easily, and you get a 90-degree headphone jack, which is always a plus. You also notice that you get, if you look closely, the Sony XB800 has these two massive ports here on each of the ear cups. This of course would help with getting that kind of massive bass response they're engineering these for. Now, what I want to say about the design is that it is really cool looking, but unfortunately for the price, I would have liked to see better materials used in the build. This whole thing is made out of plastic, and even though it's built quite well, considering that companies like Audio-Technica can put out ES7s or ES700s with actual metal used in the construction, for the price I would have liked to see a better quality build with better quality materials. The other thing about this headphone is that out of the box, clamping pressure is quite high. So you may need to stretch the headband out a little before they're comfortable on your ears. The ear cups seal very well, and as you can imagine, you get isolation, but they can also be quite stuffy. This kind of synthetic leather material they're using here is not the best kind of synthetic leather, but it's still quite nice, still quite soft, just not the most breathable material out there. So the XB800 is Sony's top of the line Xtra bass headphone now. So the question you're wondering is, how much bass do you get with these? And let me tell you, you get a lot of bass. Honestly, I don't know why anyone would want this much bass in a headphone. It's one of the few headphones where I wear it and I can immediately get a headache. It's not flabby bass, it's not a fart cannon, it's very tight bass, but it is like being punched in the ears if you listen to a bassy song on these. Now, this is funny because this is obviously what they're engineering it for, and it's not, it's not really my thing, but I can imagine the people who pack subwoofers into their cars would be really impressed by this headphone as well. What's funny about this headphone though is if you apply a bass reducer, you'll find that past the bass, it's a decent headphone lurking behind it. You get quite a musical sound, you get quite a rich midsection, treble is rolled off, the bass is quite tight, you get quite a fun, dynamic little headphone. But with the normal settings, without EQ, and I don't prefer using EQ, you get something that is just crazy. It's insane. It's an insane amount of bass. And also I think that you wouldn't buy these and then apply a bass reducer to them. It would defeat the point. And they're a little expensive even then for the sound quality that you get with the EQ applied. So unless you really like this industrial design, and it is pretty cool, I can't really recommend these, and I wouldn't describe these as something that I like either. But you know, these are fun. These are worth a listen if you want to listen to what the state of the art is in terms of producing as many decibels at as low a frequency as possible. And they are really interesting in that regard. And the design is quite nice, the comfort is quite nice. So if you're after a bassy pair of headphones. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope it's helped you if you're looking at the Sony XB800s. Thanks to everyone who liked my other videos and subscribed to the channel. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week.